that you went into debt for your degree for no reason, and it was literally just a waste of money entirely, and even if you do get a job eventually, it might have nothing to do with that degree.
I feel like that's becoming more and more true.
Yeah, I think so too.
Especially nowadays, when you get your degree and everyone's got a degree, it means next to nothing.
Sure.
I don't know, that's just my thought.
Well, I'll try to run through. You got some on that one, or?
No. We could skip over that because I think that everybody just has their own experiences, and there are people that do graduate with degrees and then end up without work. But I think that, they're just not willing to do. I mean, I'm not saying everybody. There's people that hustle and can't make it happen. But I just feel like the opportunities are out there. Just some people aren't making it happen. They'd rather just stay home, smoke, drink, and just hang out instead of really knocking on doors with their application and making it happen for themselves. So
Okay, fair enough. Well, we'll try to end it here on number 10. People will still judge you if you don't play that game and get a degree, even if that's absolutely unfair. So it's kind of suck. You're stuck between a rock and a hard place on that one.
Wait, hang on. So what is that one? I'm sorry, refresh.
So it was basically saying that the number 9 was if you get a degree, it's a waste of money because you probably won't use your degree in your job. You'll end up working. But number 10 was people will still judge you even if you don't get the degree. If you're like, oh, man, it's a waste of money going to get a bachelor's degree because that doesn't have nothing to do with what I want to do.
Yeah.
But people will still judge you for not having a degree.
Essentially a lose-lose.
Yeah.
Right. If you're not going to go to college, you have to become a CEO of some company, or people will always think that you just didn't do anything with your
Well,
life.
I must admit, like, number 11 through 19 were pretty good, so we'll end up having to do another segment at some point with the rest of them. So we'll do that.
Cool. Stick around. We'll be right back.
We are Skull and Bones Radio.
I'm Adeline. And I'm Sam.
I'm Alec from Chula Vista, and the only thing I listen to is Skull and Bones Radio.
SDSU's favorite party show.
Hi, this is Jessica.
And Jordan.
We're from Poway, and we're hanging out with Skull and Bones.
There you have it. Welcome back to the show.
And they thought we were done for the night.
Oh, heck no.
Hell no.
Skull and Bones Radio. We're back with our friend AC Andrew Coppola, the man himself.
That's right. And I just found out he's from Connecticut, not New York. I screwed that up earlier. I'm sorry.
Dang, I'm surprised he didn't fix you on the spot.
Yeah, man. I thought he was about to beat me up. I was like, why are you giving me that mean look, dog? So
Close enough.
So we ran across this article where this girl was basically reading about why women marry men, and as she was reading it, she thought that she would share some information with women. She's a woman herself, and she wrote an article about the 15 types of women that men do not want to marry. And I've never read this before, and I'm kind of curious to get everybody's opinion on this.
Ooh.
And I think it'd be kind of juicy because Mr. Coppola over here, Mr. Andrew Coppola over here, I think he, I don't know. I think this is going to hit a certain chord in him. So
Yes, I think so.
Will you act as our resident female?
Well, what am I, Ashley from Rock 105.3 all of a sudden?
He's like, hell no. Fine.
So here's what I've got. She wrote, I've recently read a funny article written by Samantha Daniels, who is a well-known professional matchmaker and relationship expert, about different types of women that men do not want to marry. I must admit that this subject really got me thinking about all the little yet quiet annoying things a woman can do to chase away the man of her dreams. This is why, if you are trying to find the perfect man and get married, you need to know about the things that you might be doing wrong, and you need to be smart about your dating. So, So just read on and find out about those 15 types of women that men do not want to marry. So,
first of all, I love the fact that it's female giving other females advice.
Yeah.
Essentially, right?
Yeah, no, it's exactly what it is.
Yeah, because if a guy was giving a female advice, she might take it personal.
Yeah, I think they would. So, ladies out there, all y'all female pirates, we didn't come up with this. We're simply the messenger, so don't shoot us. All right, number 1, Miss Extremely Jealous. Uh-oh. If we're talking about types of women that men do not want to marry, we must surely include this very popular type of lady. She is always very distrusting and suspicious, and even though she might have been hurt in the past, this is not an excuse for behaving like this in all of her relationships. So that's why most of the time guys will break up with her, because after all, no one can go through his life being prosecuted for somebody else's crimes. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, I think that, if I'm out to a restaurant, if I go out to a restaurant with a jealous girl per se, and it's a beautiful female waitress, and I smile and just order my food and walks away, and then I have to look at my date, and she's giving me this dirty look because I smiled and maybe had a pleasant conversation with the with the waitress, and then all of a sudden she thinks that I want to sleep with her. Maybe I want to sleep with her subconsciously, but consciously I am devoted to the girl. I'm buying you dinner, not the waitress. You know what I mean?
Okay, I can get you on that one. John, you ever had any experience with something like that?
Oh yeah, I've had a few instances. Especially like the jealous girlfriend that wants to invade your privacy and knows through your text messages, your emails, the whole shebang. For me, it's like, it's kind of there's a line that you can cross with that.
Right.
Sure, it might be a little bit kind of flattering to know that your woman cares enough to be jealous, but at the same time, it's like it gets to a point where it's too much. And
overbearing.
And I could see where it would be a deal breaker for a lot of people. So
now I'm curious, did she make you give her your passwords, or did she just go snooping through your phone and you caught her?
No, she asked, "Hey, can I, I get a text message, and who's that from?"
Oh, really? One of those?
Yeah. Or another one was, "Hey, let me go through your emails."
What?
Yeah, and I think we've talked about that before, but that was kind of the degree of jealousy.
And what did you say to that?
Oh no, I said
you
no.
said no, but thanks for asking.
Yeah. I appreciate the concern.
Right?
I appreciate your concern about my emails, but I can take it from here.
Yeah,
Right.
And that when it gets to that degree of jealousy and kind of insecurity, it's kind of it's too much.
All right, well, number 2, we got Miss I Have Nothing Else Going On. This is definitely one of those types of women a man will not want to marry, even though at first he might be flattered by all her attention and kindness. In the long term, he will feel suffocated, and all that attention will seem overwhelming. Men love a woman who knows what she wants, who makes plans that don't necessarily involve him, who has a goal in her life, and who doesn't live only for him and for seeing him happy. So, ladies, no matter how in love you might be, don't forget about yourself or about your dreams, girl.
Amen.
That's right. You know what? I will agree with that.
Please.
I think if a chick, and I've ran across this a couple times, that doesn't really have a whole lot going on. And I remember one time, I was like, okay, well, I'm going to go to band practice. Oh, can I come with you? Oh, okay. Okay, I'm going to go meet a friend for dinner. Oh, can I come with you? You know, it's like, God, man, don't you ever leave? Don't you have a family? Don't you have somewhere to live? Don't you got people who love you, expecting you somewhere?
Somewhere
Jeez.
to live.
Yeah, geez, man. Like, you're trying to... Man, that was back in my heyday, military days.
Andrew, where do you stand on that?
Hey, you know, I've gone through that firsthand. Even when it comes to a band, I remember when I was fresh out of high school in a band called Milestone. There was a very pretty lead singer that we had. Her name was Crystal, and every time that I would go to band practice, you know, let's say before that I was with my girlfriend, and then I would like change to go to band practice. She's like, oh, you dressing nice to go see Crystal?
Oh,
you know what I mean? She would hit me with that, and it's like, listen, this is my band, you know. You know, to really just kind of ruin my mood about that, you know. Because what else did it mention in that number 2?
It was saying. Have a girl who doesn't have her own goals and a girl who gives you too much attention. In the beginning, it was saying a guy will like it, but over time, a guy will just feel suffocated.
Yeah, have something else to do. If I'm out on a Friday night with my guy friends, I don't need 20 texts for you asking me how you doing or sending me stuff. It's like, you know, I'm doing good. I'll tell you all about it when I get home. Let me enjoy this game. And then let's say she texts me, and then 2 hours go by, and I'm having a good time, and all innocent good time for all you lady listeners. You know, and then I didn't reply to her text after 2 hours. All of a sudden, I might be cheating on her. You know what I mean? That's completely ridiculous.
Yeah, there's some psychotic girls out there, man. That's for sure.
So all of our ladies out there, just know that is 100% true, I think, and we can all relate to that. So
Fair enough.
Note to self.
Number 3, miss keeping up with everybody else. Most guys will tend to avoid this type of woman because she is constantly concerned about keeping up with everybody else. Excuse me, I had to burp. She desperately needs to know that she is at least as good, as beautiful, as smart, or even as wealthy as everyone she knows. Her behavior and her dysfunctional beliefs can put a lot of pressure on her partner, who eventually will get fed up that she doesn't appreciate who she is or what she has, and instead she wishes to be somebody else. And I think there's lots of girls out there like that. So...
yeah, I mean, I think something like that is okay. I mean, it does have limits when it gets too extreme. But if if I'm dating a girl that, let's say, is 10 pounds overweight, and she's like, listen, I need to lose 10 pounds. I need to, I want to be pretty or something like that. Not saying that she's not pretty then, but it's like, you know what, you're right. You do need to lose 10 pounds. And I'm
damn. Hey,
I'm going to be there for that.
And I'm okay with that. But if she needs to continuously buy new jewelry, and I mean, nowadays, there's fashion companies that release new trends every 2 weeks. Every week, actually. I forget what company it is. They make sure that there's a new trend every week or every other week. So by the time you go shopping, by the time a girl spends 3 hours in a store, picks out what she likes, buys it, by the time she goes home and eventually wears it, a couple weeks later, those are already off the shelves. And they're restocked with a whole new trend designed by fashion designers.
Man, I hear you, dude. We got like 8 minutes left, and we're only on number 4. But I hear you on that one. There's some girls out there, man. They just be crazy, man. They cray. Number 4, Miss Flirt. See what you guys think about this one. This type of woman is similar to the attention seeker. However, her main goal is to make her partner jealous. You can typically find her flirting with random dudes or showing off her assets. All of her actions are flirtatious in nature and loves any and all attention from men. Men like to be with someone who takes pride in their appearance, but no one wants to feel that they are constantly having to fight off other men because their girl is giving off too many mixed signals.
I've met girls before that do that are guilty of that.
Hell yeah, I have too.
And one specifically, found herself in trouble doing that, and the boyfriend eventually kind of questioned what was going on there. But yeah, I've met plenty of girls that come off way too much. It's like, come on, what gives here?
I know, man. There's all kinds of weird chicks out there, man. Just freaking.
If I could just mention something in a girl's defense, some girls are naturally flirtatious.
Yes.
It's what attracted you to them to begin with, and they could just be in a normal conversation, just smiling and being bubbly and just being funny and just being their outgoing, extroverted self, and all the guys might think like, wow, she's flirting with me, that means she wants to sleep with me or something like that. But
that's because them girls love attention, and so if they naturally like to have that attention, their ego fed all the time, I guarantee you them legs ain't going to be as hard to pry open either. I promise you that.
But some of those girls, that's their, as AC mentioned, that's kind of like their...
That's their thing.
That's how they are.
I get it. Just like them legs ain't that hard to spread open. That's just kind of how they
are.
Oh,
come on, man. Not all of them.
All right, number 5. Miss loves the gossip. No wonder guys don't like this woman. This type of lady likes to gossip a lot, and she enjoys talking about other people and other people's problems all day long. As a result, a lot of men will tend to act prudently around her because they'll never know what she might say about them behind their backs. We were just talking about something like this about friendships. John... Maybe at first they will find her entertaining, but once they get to know her better, the only thing they will want to do is leave.
The gossip queen.
Yeah, I don't like those either.
I don't know. I work in media. Anyways, a
whole industry based on gossip.
Yeah. So gossip is our livelihood.
Well, number 6 is Miss Bossy, and I think you run into those types too in entertainment. So. I don't even know.
Like the wife in Hangover. Remember that? The original Hangover? There's the redhead that was dating the dentist, and she was super bossy. She's like, I hate your friends, or where are you going? Calling them all the time. Super bossy. Complete turnoff in my perspective as a guy.
I'm not even going to read the Miss Bossy one because we all know who that chick is, and she's never fun to be around.
Yeah, I hope she never calls me again.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds like a bad experience.
Lose my number.
Right? Number 7, Miss I Want to Change You. This is one that I think that we could all relate to at some point in our lives. So this is another common mistake most women are tempted to do, and it is trying to change their partner to suit their needs or wishes. Well, maybe that will work for a while, and maybe some guys will even like that and will let themselves be changed because of their own insecurities. But keep in mind, ladies, most men find this type of woman quite unattractive. They wouldn't want to stay in a relationship with her for too long at all. All right. Preaching to the choir here. What y'all guys think about that one? I know you guys know about this.
You got any love over there, John?
I'm saying yes. I mean, like all of these are I agree with 110%. Yeah, I mean, all of us have gone through that where a girl, hey, why don't you put on a different shirt? Why don't you wear this one? This one looks better on you. Well, this is my favorite shirt.